It's time. Well, hello and good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, good night, whatever time it is, wherever you're at. It's good to see you. It's good to be here. Sorry for a little bit later start. We had some stuff that required my attention a little bit. Good. Excellent. We stayed in the crystals. That's what I wanted to see. Yeah, had some stuff that I just needed to pay attention to, which unfortunately made streaming impossible until right now. Don't know how long we're going to be on today. My guess, hour and a half to 2 hours, but we will make up for it tomorrow. My plan right now. Excuse me. My plan right now for tomorrow, since tomorrow's kind of a big day, is I will be getting on sometime around 1 in the afternoon my time. I think that's 1 in the afternoon my time would be 10 a.m. Pacific. It would be 6 p.m.-ish in the UK. But the plan is to get on roughly around that time, a little before, a little after. Check out GAC. Do what we need to do with GAC. Get that hammered out. Hopefully lock up the big W. And then we will go straight to unlock and playing around with Morgan Elsbeth a little bit. That's kind of the plan. And then we'll splatter in some Conquest while we're at it. Depending on what time it is. If it starts to get too late in my day, dinner time or whatever, I might have to cut the Conquest part short. Hopefully we're going to get some hardcore work done on it today. And with all that said, what are we looking at for no XP for that? No XP for that. And 17,000 XP for that. Okay. So this right here, if we get one thing done today, and we're going to get way more than one thing done, but if we only get one thing done today, it's going to be this. And this might actually be the first thing we dive into do. Because, you know, those levels will help with everything. Fleets, squad arena, war, the whole shebang. So, let's start doing all the things, all the stuff and all the things. How's everybody's day going? Everybody having a good day? Wow. Which of Pennsylvania is normally like, hi, how are you by now? She might not, I don't know. She might, if someone knows who she is, send out a search party. Because normally, like, she doesn't, I don't think she knows to say first, you know, like you go into a thing and you're the first one to comment. Your only thing that you say is first. I don't think she knows about that. But anyways, so we're basically in almost like the normal, like, hey, these are the dailies sort of thing, which is kind of cool that we're here. I kind of want to say that we're here already, but it is kind of like we're here already, where it's like the daily routine that I would do on my main account, on my level 85 account. It's kind of the daily routine we're doing here. You know, minus the, you know, but we've got all the other side stuff. Like, you know, we've got the journey guide that we can look at and take care of. Which I believe Yoda is the last puzzle piece for unlocks, like here. But then, yeah, Chimera. Oh, wait a second. Did I see? Because we have our 2 unlocked, with a little bit of love, we can start working on CLS. That's kind of cool. Actually, it's not going to take a whole lot. We could definitely hit these first 2 tiers. We might even hit it today. Yeah, this wouldn't be super challenging to try to get in and get it now. For those of you unaware, and I'm more or less, when I encounter or see something the first time, I'm just going to assume that people are unaware and just kind of roll with it and teach as if. So you'll notice under here, Commander Luke Skywalker, 0 of 330. The entire event needs to be completed to unlock him. So we have to do all 6 tiers to get 330 shards. But that means he's unlocked 7 stars. You just need to gear him Zetas and all that, and he's ready to roll. But very interesting that we can do the first 2 tiers already. This is my big goal. We need more ships. That's kind of where we're at. I think that's going to be the main thing holding us back. One, we need some more levels, and we need more stars on some of these other ships. But we need a couple more ships to be able to keep filling in the reinforcements. So to get the unlock. My follower goal of 70 was just completed. We're getting a giant celebration, and Dinosaur Gaming 89 is the 70th follow to the Streaming for Sammy channel. So thank you, Dinosaur. Welcome to the channel. It's great to have you here. Thank you for the follow. It means a lot to me. Feel free to drop a chat into the channel if you have questions. You just want to chit chat. That's what I'm here for. So yeah, we got some good stretch goals going here. Yeah, I'd really like to try to find a way to solve that, kind of get into that Chimera a little bit faster than I currently am. We need the Rebel ships. We need them Rebel ships, so we got to figure that out. You literally got done with the ads, and then you get 4 more. I apologize for... Yeah, you got the ads for getting into the channel, and then the ad break that was running for the channel. I apologize for that. I do apologize for that. But welcome and thank you. You are my 70th follower. So you caused a big celebration to go off. Because you made me hit my next milestone. You made me hit my next follower goal. My wife says she's going to buy me a fancy, big old comfy gaming chair to sit in to do this when we hit 100. So if you want me to be more comfortable, you got to spread the word. Or if you like to watch a big fat man squirm in a chair, that's cool too. Yeah, I apologize for the ads, my friend. It's just unfortunate timing is the only thing I have to say. But we've got half an hour till more ads will roll around again. So okay, so we need to... No valid capital ship. Probably because I don't have the currency right now. I guess I could take him up to 3 stars, but... Yeah, no. No, the biggest thing I said while you were in the ads was 1, thanking and praising you for being my 70th follower, and 2, was just kind of going over the Commander Luke Skywalker Journey Guide event over here, because I'm eligible for the first 2 tiers, and I was just kind of explaining like the structure of it's gonna take a minute to get everything unlocked, and then how we can't use him until we complete all 6 of the events because of the You're going for CLS? Yeah. He was like the first. And by the first, I mean like the first time they ever did like a hero's journey thing. He was really the first one, and he's still relevant today. He's an awesome character. He's a centerpiece for Rebel teams. He's got a little bit of plug and play, but not much. He's where he really shines is in front and center, leading a group of Rebels. Han Solo, Chewbacca and C-3PO, and then C-3PO is kind of his typical team. But he's still very, very relevant character even today. I mean, more relevant than this guy. This guy's a pilot. That's about all he's got going for him, really. But very, very relevant character. Very, very solid character. So like you look where he is. He's a tier 3 journey. So like a Commander Luke team will counter a Dr. Aphra team. A Commander Luke team will counter a gas team. So like tier 5 and 4 things, there's like 2 things right there that he can handle, and that's just kind of scratching the surface. But yeah, CLS is an absolute 100% worthy goal and a fantastic character. So like you get him unlocked. There should be an event running today. Oh, it's Rebel Roundup. Where is there should So there's one of these. There's these assault battles that, you know, we might get 1 or 2 a week, depending on the cadence and just kind of how it falls in. There's one where you play as Rebels, like going onto the Death Star or whatever, and it's like 8 waves at its hardest difficulty. He is. Oh. Yeah, I don't think they would let you change it. Yeah, Poppy, I think you can change it in your account settings, but I think it takes like 60 days before they let you swap anything over. So yeah, you'd be stuck even if you figured out how to change it. I think you'd be stuck with Poppy as your name for a while. Recommended 75, 5-star, 8+. Ooh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete this, but by God, I kind of want to try. Tier 1 hard. Let's see what they're telling me to use for teams. And kind of a mixed bag. I don't know. We'll see. And you need one more gear level. But I think, yes, there's that. Oh, actually, we might be able to. Oh, come on, game. Throw me a frickin' bone here. There it is. All right, so now we are the proud owners of a 7-star Moff Gideon. That's pretty exciting. So your comment here about your name change, I had to approve it because it says because instead of how you have ho. You were flagged for misogyny, and I had to I just approved your misogyny, even though it was unintentional. I had to approve it. No autocorrect in Twitch chat, apparently. Okay, so I think we need a lot of these, but it might be worth doing this to getting this gear for him to make this, you know. Because we need 40 of these total. Let's see how we do with the Sims. Let's do 11, see where we land. 8, okay. Let's try 12. Ah, it likes even numbers right now. Or it did. Come on. There we go. All right. Hopefully, yes. Yes, yes, yes. There it is. Upgrade. Yes. All right. So he's a very, very good leader because of these general buffs. Yeah, Imperial Troopers get 5% offense, but like 20% max health and protection for every dark side ally is pretty slick and would probably come in very handy in this event. But yeah, we're gonna see, since we're only really eligible to do this one tier, we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna see how much, if anything, we can do with this event. Oh, good afternoon, Ashley, or I guess good evening where you are. How are you today, my friend? So yeah, so we need to, oh, no, we want you. We need to, damn it. So we have this 3 characters to level 3 thing, which will get us a huge chunk of rewards and XP. And looks like we will have no issues completing it. That was kind of my stretch goal for the day. Okay, what do we got here? Upgrade that, and yeah, I can't really upgrade anything else. And let's get Boba back in the... There we go. Level... How much is it going to cost me to take you up 11 levels, my friend? Okay. Not cheap, but worth it. Not cheap, but worth it, I think. Because, yep, that'll be completed. We should get should get some XP. We sure did. Level 76. We got a bunch of energy. You are in the guild. Good. I was going to check here in a few minutes. Okay, we can promote Royal Guard. Mace is almost 7 stars, and we got us some more Wicked Shots. All right. Good. I'm glad you made it in. I figured you would. They let me in like a long time ago, and I've had 0 issues. Like I said, they made me an officer randomly. You are going to be a little bit of a liability at your low level. So I don't want to use all my crystals, but simultaneously, we need to get you just a little bit bulkier. Boss is going to be our tank. Well, we can activate his ship. I'm going to have to... well, what's this? Okay, what do we got going on here? Activate. Free activation. You found your old account. Upgrade. Okay, so we can get 3 stars with this thing right now. Now, how many levels can we get? Maybe a level 50. Can we go level 50? Level 50 Houndstooth? Wouldn't hurt me. Okay, there we go. I like that. Now, what can we do for abilities? It was all over the place. Yeah. I mean, when I started playing this game, my entire thing was like, I just want to collect the characters that I like and the characters that I think are cool. So I'm like, I want Darth Revan. Ooh, we can go to 4 stars. So I was like, I want Darth Revan and I want Jedi Knight Revan. Like, that was like everything. That was my entire focus, which is fine because that's a worthy focus. But also, like, it kind of made me be all over the place, and I ignored stuff I probably shouldn't have. Okay, what can we do for you? 65. Yeah, we're kind of running low on training droids now, but what can we get you another gear level? That'll make me happy. Wow, we're really starting to stockpile mod energy. We're gonna have to we're definitely gonna have to start. Oh, I can't sim that yet. Okay, we'll sim over here. You have a level 85 account out there somewhere. Well, I mean, I would be kind of. Do you know the ally code? I would be kind of curious to take a peek at it to see what kind of condition it's in. All right, but let's see what we can do with this event. Yeah, it doesn't have to be right now or today, bud. Just yeah, if you can like write it down or take a screenshot on your phone or whatever, and then the next time, we're gonna have a pretty relatively short stream today compared to. Oh, this isn't gonna be great at all. Yeah, no, this isn't good at all. This isn't good at all. We're gonna get wrecked. What is this? I can sim this on my other account. I can't remember what this does, but yeah, we're gonna get absolutely smoked here. Yeah, no, we can't do this. It was cute, though. It was a nice try. It's a nice try. 75 plus, 5-star plus gear. Yeah, we're a little low on... We're a little low on the gear side. We'll come back to it one day. Someday, love will find you. Little journey. Well, I mean, so we don't really have any events today, so that's kind of fun. Just need to get our crystal or our tickets is a big thing. Let's see what kind of progress we have on tickets. Oh, we're not bad at all. We'll get tickets, no problem. Apparently nobody seemed to care that I kicked a bunch of people out. Yeah, nobody gave a damn. Which is fine by me. Oh, you found it. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what it looks like, because it might not be as bad as you think. I mean, that's just right there. That's not a bad team at all. I mean, you've got a Gear 12 Darth Vader. That's pretty awesome. 7-star Cal. I mean, you've got Thrawn unlocked. You've got BAM requirements started. Moff Gideon. I mean, you're not. I mean, you're not in a horrible. What's going on? Oh, it clicked me in. You're in a decent position, to be honest with you. I mean, you got Grandmaster Yoda at 7 stars. Did you have R2 unlocked yet? Yeah, you got R2 unlocked. Like, you're not in a bad spot. Yeah, with a little love on this account. Well, from here, where you're at right now, you're kind of in the same spot that you are on the account, the new account you're working on, where you're going to want to look at the journey guide. Ships, you're not in a bad position. You're in a position you could go a lot of different directions. Here, I'm going to ally invite you just so we can keep track of it a little bit better. But with what you have, so if you hop over to your journey guide, I mean, you've gotten these done. So you're looking at Commander Luke, and you're looking at Chimera, and you're looking at Bam. And I didn't pay any attention to your Separatists, but then you're going to be basically looking at all of these events. Like, I know it says Cal is good for 1 million plus, but I wouldn't turn your attention to him until you're done with these. And then I would look at one of these ship journeys. Like, probably Executor would make the most sense, but I would pick a ship journey, and I would pick a ship journey, and I would pick a character journey. And then, like, you're gonna want to unlock these two guys for the CLS team at some point. Him, you need bounty hunters, and then him, you need Ewoks. That's kind of the big sticking point. But with the Ewoks, they introduced. Oh, it won't even let me look at it till I'm level. Oh, here we go. But with the Ewoks, they introduced this gal right here. They introduced Princess Nessa. She is a requirement for Galactic Legend Leia Organa. I don't have experience. This is just what I've heard, but I'm told with her unlock and on the team that the C-3PO event is relatively easy. And again, it's just like anything else. Like, he's a 5-star unlocks. You only need to get to here. Yeah, you only need to get to here to unlock him. And then, as you're able to work your way up to get the rest of the shards to it. And I think it's the same with Chewie. Yeah, Chewie's only a 5-star unlock. So you just need bounty hunters. And there's, I mean, in theory, you could wait till you had Jabba. But, the Bosk team with any combination of these guys. And, like, so you're getting, he's a valuable character. Mando for Bam. So, like, you've got a lot of options. But yeah, that's the way I would go. And then Han Solo, like the classic Han Solo, black vest, shoots first, that Han Solo to kind of round out that team. Yeah, just pick a journey. I would do Luke first, and then I would maybe look at Padme and look at Chimera, look at Bam, see where you're at, and just kind of do the events as you're able to. But focus on one, so you're not like if you try to do CLS and Padme at the same time and you need to farm, like it's Separatists. So again, you've got a big variety. Apparently, I did it with like Dooku and Django and all them because I didn't have my Geos weren't as high as that group was back then. But apparently the Geos make this event very easy. And then if you have Geonosians, like when eventually if you get to like the Geonosis territory battle, then you've got a team for Wat Tambor shards. But yeah, just it doesn't give you much in the way of guidance, but the journey guide is kind of aptly named because as you're following this to unlock characters and you're starting to get through them, eventually you can come over here and you look at kind of a bigger path involving those characters. So, and then guild journeys, you can only do so much, but like as you're doing guild events, you can actually buy shards for these characters now. Like you don't just have to earn them. Guild these three you can buy from the stores. These guys you need to earn from TB, but you can also buy them from stores from time to time. But yeah, so just it's just the kind of the way to help keep you focused, or a way to focus you is just worry about these and the teams. Okay, what is my brother going on about? Hang on 1 second. Okay. My brother discovered he could write songs with AI, and this is basically the extent of our text conversations these days, is AI songs. I love him. Don't get me wrong. I love the guy. Where'd my game go? Did it crash? Did BlueStacks crash? I think BlueStacks crashed. All right. Well, this is the last time I pay attention to my brother. All right, let's go ahead and hide that for a second till we get BlueStacks up and running again. Yeah, BlueStacks crashed. Yeah, I know, but he figured out how to do AI songs, and oh, for the love of God, just let me use the PC client, please, for this shit. And there we go. I don't even know why it crashed. Maybe I accidentally X'd out when I was reading what he was saying and I was swiping all over. I might have hit the X on accident. I don't know. That could be on me, folks. I said, I'm streaming right now, buddy. I will look at it when I am finished. Outstanding, Ashley. Outstanding. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's kind of weird, and it's a different situation for you with your two accounts, you know, where you're kind of going to be on the same journey for both of them, which is good because you'll know what to do going from one to the other. But yeah, just kind of follow the journey guide. Look at the teams you need to unlock for those events, and then look at where those, the characters that you're unlocking take you, and then where those teams that you're unlocking to unlock those characters can also take you. Like, the big thing that is going to focus you the most, though, once you've kind of done, it's because, like, you need him to unlock characters, and you need him to unlock characters, you need her to unlock characters, and he's a pilot of a ship, and you need him, you know, like, once you're kind of done with all of that, and then you're getting into here where it's, like, I don't necessarily agree with the GP placement of some of these things. Like, it's certainly possible to get the characters that you need for Starkiller and Afra and maybe even Jar Jar at this point, but, like, these are really where you should focus. Now, right now, other than Leviathan, there's not really a call to unlock Revan right now. Other than these guys are awesome characters, there's not really anything else that these guys are going to lead you to, as opposed to, like, these two. These two are going to lead you somewhere. And then, like, CLS should kind of naturally take you into Jedi Knight Luke, and Separatists and Jedi and Galactic Republic can kind of take you into gas here. But the big thing that's going to focus you is picking one of these to start working on, because, you know, it'll say, hey, here's the characters you need and blah, blah, blah. And then the thing is with a lot of these newer GLs, like the ones that have come out in the last year or whatever, is there's a lot of crossover to other things. So, like, here you need 3PO, Jedi Knight Luke to unlock him, Boba Fett. But, like, you get these requirements done for him, and you're going to also get them done for other things. So Jabba is actually, like, the most recommended Galactic Legend to chase first. So if you kind of use him as, like, this is your stretch goal. This is your 1 year from now you want Jabba unlocked. And 1 year is not necessarily how long it's going to take you. It could be less, could be more. It's going to depend on a lot of factors, and some of those just aren't in your control. Okay, so relics. But anyway, so, like, you look at what you need for these guys, for him. So, like, say he's your stretch goal. look at what you need for him, and then look at what you need for his requirements, and then kind of go from there. So you need Jedi Knight Luke. Well, okay, so go back. What do you need for Jedi Knight Luke? Okay, so what do you need for, just you kind of follow the path back to your starting point for everybody here. Be a good, and you'll find it intersecting with like, oh, well, Boba Fett. Okay, cool. Jedi Knight Luke. Oh, I need blah, blah, blah. C3, you'll see what you need to get to here. And then as you're getting those things, it'll expand. So now relics is, if you come over to your characters here, I don't have anything to really show other than we'll hop into Darth Vader here. So he's almost a gear level 8. Once you get to gear level 12, and you'll have to start putting gold gear and get their plasma injector, I think this is called, done. Once you're at gear 12, so your Darth Vader is at gear 12. That's, so you can see he's got the gold, and then these boxes need to be filled with like a lot of kind of higher end gear. Once they're all filled, it'll say upgrade. Once you upgrade him from gear 12, he'll become gear 13. Gear 13 is relic. At that point, this will become unlocked and available to you, and you'll have a new set of materials. Let's see if we can find, I think there should be something in the store that we can show relic materials with. Hopefully. Yeah, no, this one's probably too low to show relic materials, but there's relic materials, and it's, shoot. Is there nothing really to show relic materials at all? No, there's not. So there's two different types of relic materials. There's like physical gear, and then there's this stuff called signal data. At the start, you only need physical gear, which is, it's not bronzium. Bronzium wiring is the second level, but there's like 9 different things depending on how far up in the relics you go. And some of it you can get, actually a lot of it you can get from using the scavenger, which will unlock when you have a character that has access to a relic amplifier. This will unlock, and then you'll open it up. It'll show you the first carbonite circuit board, I think is what it's called. And then you'll see there's a bunch of just normal gear that you can scrap to generate carbonite circuit boards. And then you go to bronzium wiring, same thing. And then you go to, chromium transistors, same thing. And then as you go deeper in, the materials to craft those relic materials become more expensive. But that's where things like this event come into play, Rebel Roundup. So you enter, you look at the possible rewards. It's not going to show us much, but so for here you're getting character shards. Here you're getting character shards. And bonus tier, you're getting character shards. But when you get into the mythic tier, you're going to start getting zetas and omegas and signal data and relic materials. So that's where this stuff kind of starts to come into play. When you get past typically mythic tier or mythic tier or challenge tier is usually when you'll start seeing the relic materials come in. It's also where events like territory battles are going to play a role, because you'll get, depending on how many stars you get is going to affect the reward chest you get, which is going to, the higher you get, the more likely you'll see relic materials in there as well. Conquest, same thing. It's kind of a mini territory battle, bigger galactic war, however you want to put it, but the more progress you make, the better the chest, the more relic materials. So there's a lot of sources. Territory war is another source for relic 9 materials. So it's all out there. It's all kind of down the road still a little bit, but you're very close with that Darth Vader. You're very, very close with that Darth Vader. All right. Hey, no problem. That's why I'm here. That is the biggest reason. Is the game is pretty deep. It's pretty deep, and that's why it. To a lot of people, it seems daunting when you're like, hey, the game doesn't start until you're level 85, but it's kind of the truth. The game does not start until you're level 85 because you don't even get access to all the events until you're level 85. And there's certain things you just can't touch. Yeah, there's just stuff you just can't do until you're 85. So, I mean, it definitely is a daunting thing. Level 85. It's not as bad as it used to be. I've been at this less than a month with this account, and I'm almost level 85. And I'm not like I'm playing it every day. Yeah, you got to put some time into it. That's for sure. I'm playing every day, but it's not like I'm going ape shit. It's not like I'm spending 4 or 5 hours a day. I'm kind of casually playing this account while I'm chit-chatting with you fine people. That's kind of how, and I'm just leveling. It's just the levels are going up. I'm not being sweaty about it. I'm not stressing about it. I'm just playing the game, chatting with you guys. And I know not everybody's going to be having a Twitch account going, showing their journey to have people to talk to, but it's like you don't have to kill yourself. You also don't have to spend the whole hour at once. 20 minutes, you're at work. You go take a break from work. You spend 10, 15 minutes playing the game. You lunch break, another 10, 15 minutes. Your afternoon break, 10, 15 minutes. 10 minutes before, like, you can break up that time. You don't have to do everything at once like I am. I'm doing everything at once. Well, one, because I can, and two, it's kind of a habit because on my main account, I do everything at once when I'm talking about my daily progress is, but also on the main account, I can sim everything. So it goes a lot faster. You play it at work a lot. Good. But yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. I'm an hour a day, and I mean, there's a decent chance I could hit level 77 today, if not higher. Did they give me more quests? They did not. So we did not get more quests for XP. Maybe we will at level 80. Yeah, right now, no. Right now, they did not give us any more quests. So we're just kind of getting XP in the normal way. The game will be updated at 2:15 p.m. Pacific time. So in 45 minutes, the game is updating. So that means they're going to be adding in Morgan Elsbeth when that hits. So we will probably be on the main account when that happens. Very likely, at any rate. It's not a lock, but there's a pretty good likelihood that's where we'll be when that hits. Let's see. Yes, my main account is in a very good guild. I mean, and even as good as it is, I'm not. I would need to look. I don't pay attention to the leaderboards to see where we're falling. Occasionally, the GMs will like, "Hey guys, this is where we're at. We're doing so good," or blah blah blah. Or, "Hey, like, we're a little lower than we'd like to see." Like, they sometimes bring it up to us, but not often. But yes, I'm very fortunate, and actually, it's kind of a weirdish story of how I'm in that guild in the first place. Is I joined it. I joined that guild, and it was actually kind of the lower guild in the alliance at the time when I joined. Well, then they decided to do a restructure, and when they did the restructure, they looked at who's taking what seriously, like who's pushing their accounts, who's doing this, and then they just reorganized all the guilds at that point. And the guild I was in was the guild that was chosen to be, okay, like, this is actually going to be like the big guild, like the content pushing destination guild. Like, this is the guild to aspire to. And I mean, mostly because of my account size, I had all the GLs and everything, and they know I put in effort. they let me, I got to stay in the big guild. So it went from like a 400 guild to a 550 million GP guild. And why is this taking so long? Am I crashing again? If this keeps crashing on me, this is going to be very annoying. Unable to access required internet resource. Try again. Well, I'm on the internet. So it was the game. It was the game. Something on their end, probably for server loading for the update, causing a problem is my guess, because everything is frickin' cherry on my end. Did I do anything here? I didn't. Oh gosh, okay. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in a good guild by accident. It's a little weird to say. It really is. It's a weird kind of thing that I've gotten in my head, but I'm definitely kind of in a really good guild by accident. It just worked out that way. Oh, Captain Rex is the best. Captain Rex is in my, like, out of all the characters they've released in like the past year and a half or whatever, he's like top 5. So much plug and play utility. Solid no matter where you put him. Good at low stars. You could put him with a 7-star team at 3 stars and he does pretty awesome. All right, Houndstooth, are you good right now, or are you going to be junk? Oh, Houndstooth is not good right now. Houndstooth is not good right now. Needs more love, needs more levels, more gear. Needs all the things and all the stuff that makes him what he is. But they sure as hell wanted to kill him real fast. Like a high end, like a Houndstooth that's leveled with a solid pilot and has, it's actually if the abilities were unlocked further, which comes with gear and time and everything else. Yeah, a Houndstooth that's leveled like that, if you don't have the ships with the power to kind of hammer through, he will more or less be unkillable for a lot of things, just because when he takes damage, he gets bonus protection, and if you're not able to hit more than he's generating his protection for, he just becomes thick as shit. And yeah, we're not winning this, so we'll just go ahead and sim. We'll just go and sim this one just to be done with it, and then we're gonna go look at arenas. Yeah, ships are, I mean, honestly, setting aside Grand Arena, let's just put Grand Arena out of the conversation for a minute. Ships are very, 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 very important. Like, I can't stress the importance of ships. Ships are going to be your most consistent source of crystals. Ooh, Rex. Get some Rex stuff going here. Yeah, ships are going to be your most consistent source of crystals for a while. You know, depending on how good your fleet gets, you can earn up to 400 crystals a day from Fleet Arena, and that's pretty awesome. Where are we at? 61. Ooh, we got to do some work here. Yeah, look at all these freaking hyperdrive bundle guys. You have 10k crystals. I mean, I wouldn't spend them. Well, I mean, they're your crystals. It's definitely up to you, but like, oh, is the top 50? No, it's not out of reach yet, but I mean, it's getting to be out of reach. It's going to be out of reach really, really soon. Just based on how many hyperdrive bundles are flowing in. Hopefully they... There we go. We'll kick him down, and then we'll try to keep climbing. You know, obviously spend your crystals. They're your crystals, but like, don't just spend them willy-nilly. You know, there are a good place to look for awesome things to unlock with crystals is in the weekly shipment. When we're done with this battle, I'll make sure you know with exactly what I'm referring to. Yeah, the weekly shipment is a fantastic place to just spend crystals, because in there you'll find occasionally some of these characters that are in the journey guides that are hard to unlock, and you can actually unlock them through the weekly shipments. It's kind of crazy. It was not always like that. That's been like the last year and a half, 2 years that's been a thing. But you can find like General Anakin shards in there, and that's pretty freaking cool. Because you can unlock him completely without doing his event if you're willing to spend the crystals. And I mean, it's like 50 of his shards are going to cost you 4,000 crystals. But if you have those crystals, you know, you're looking at, and if you're willing to save, you know, and whatever, and wait, you do have some pretty good potential to get some characters unlocked for, you know, for the using the in-game currency, which is not always going to be the case. But like, you'll see Malik in there from time to time. Oh man, the performance. I hope to God this update pushes more acceptance for the PC client. Like, they just open the floodgates, people. Let us all in. Let us in. Well, that's shitty. Oh, credits for ships. Like the purple, the fleet arena, or the fleet store currency, that stuff. Hail Mary, Hail Mary. So close, not enough. Not enough. You mean this currency right here? This stuff? Okay. Where are we at? Okay. Fleet battles. Let's go to fleet battles real quick. So we... Okay, what do we got? Yeah, this is also very, very hard, like progressing through these to actually unlock the stuff. But alright, we're in good shape. We got the requirement done for that. Let's go, I guess we'll do our squad arena battle. 2891. And let's see how high we can jump. 2455 is the highest jump they're going to let us take today. We'll see if we can do it with this team. Well, and the other thing is, so with that purple currency that we showed you, that's a currency that you can use to buy Zetas. So it takes 2,000 to buy a Zeta. And Zetas are very, 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 very valuable. So if you have 10K saved up, you could buy 5 Zetas, which is 25% of what you need for one Zeta upgrade on one character. It's a grind. It's all a grind. It's all a grind. The gear's a grind, but you know there's more than just that as a source, and so you'll get more than just what you'll get from buying them from the stores. Zetas are kind of character changing and defining depending on what you on which ones you apply and on what characters. Not every Zeta is good, and not every Zeta is needed on every character. There's some Zetas that are considered to be kind of luxury Zetas, so to speak. So some characters you need them all, some characters you need one. You know, I mean, it's a weird thing, but you absolutely 100% need the Zeta materials. You need all of Vader's. For Vader to be the monster that he can be, you need all of his Zetas. So I think he takes 3 total. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a ton. But like his Zeta on his Merciless Massacre ability is huge. So we'll go to here. So like this one right here. All enemies gain Merciless Target, which means when you do this ability, it's going to put a blue Darth Vader helmet into all their buff bars, and it lets you attack everybody regardless of taunts. So if they have a blue Vader helmet in their bar, you can target them. And you end up getting like a total, depending on how many enemies are still alive, like 5-6 attacks in a row. So it's huge because you can set up, like you can use your Force Crush to put dots on everybody, and then you can choose to ability block with Terrifying Swing, and then you can throw Culling Blade at the weakest person to try to kill him, and then you can Force Crush again at the end. It's his Dance of Death is kind of the nickname it rolls with. Very valuable material. In fact, with that ability, there are some teams that he can just solo. Depending on relics and gear and stars and all those other things. But assuming he's, buffed out to the utmost, like he can solo like a Geonosian team, for example, depending on all the other factors. But yeah, there's a lot he can do. So yeah, you see, I'm gear 8. Stun gun required level 72. So I got to get him to 72, not account level 72. It's a lot. It's all a lot. Yeah, 17 is good, but yeah. I will say you could probably nowadays, I mean, his lead is really, really good, but you could probably get away with not putting one on his lead for a while, but his lead's also pretty awesome, but it's not, you don't always use him as the leader. It's very difficult, but also another factor with Zetas is they will improve his ship. When you max out all of Vader's personal abilities, it makes his ship better. But I would just plan, this is just me personally, I'm planning on you putting all the Zetas on Vader whenever I have them available to me. That's just my plan. How you choose to do it is up to you. But even if you don't want to put all of them on at once, you absolutely need Merciless Massacre. If you have to pick one Zeta for Vader, it's going to be Merciless Massacre. And if you want to pick 2, this one might be not even might be. This is probably the second one you want to go with, and then do the lead last. Because there's other leaders who can give huge benefits to the team that he can be under, like Emperor Palpatine, Moff Gideon, for just 2 examples. You could go that route, and then not have his lead maxed out, because you are still going to get benefit from his lead inspiring through fear. But what you're not going to get is all this if you don't have his lead Zeta, which is kind of valuable, because if you put damage over time on people with his Force Crush, when those dots expire, if he's alive, they come back, and not only do they come back, it's additive. So like every time you do Force Crush, if they have 2 on them, you do Force Crush, they get 2 more. So that means when those 4 expire, it'll come back as 4. So it's like a long-term, just constant damage ticking on enemies. And even when he clears them off using Culling Blade, they come back. So there's a lot to it. But yeah, Merciless Massacre is an absolute must, and No Escape is very valuable. They're all valuable for him, but if you need to prioritize, or you want to skip one, you can skip the leader. But you definitely are probably going to want to have No Escape and Merciless Massacre, starting with Merciless Massacre. And then, and it's the same. So like Tarkin, you can probably get away with not putting any Zetas on. In the state of the game, the way the game is now, if you have him at decent gear with decent mods, he'll mostly just be the command of his ship. You'll probably never use him in a team, so you don't need to throw Zetas on him. Captain Rex, you want to put Zetas on. Anakin, you don't need to worry about his leader in this day and age. He, when you get up there and you have lots of Jedi available to you, he will never be a Jedi lead. He'll never lead your team once you're out of the beginning of the game. And then Righteous Fury, if Padme Amidala is an ally, she takes a bonus. He hardly is ever with Padme. So you're going to want to just look at what the Zetas are getting you and think about, well, okay, so is he going to be with Padme that often? He really isn't these days. Right now, Padme is kind of chilling with Jedi Master Kenobi because of her Datacron. Anakin's either with Keller and Beck in Territory War, or he's with Qui-Gon in GAC. Like he's not with Jedi Master Kenobi, which means he's not with Padme, which means the word salad that is his Zeta is not there. It's not available to him. It will benefit his ship. That will never go away. But the benefit to the ship, you have to look at so I want to give him his Zeta to make his ship better. Who's missing out on a Zeta now that could have gone to them? I'm spending all my money to get this guy to 7 stars, but it's going to make his ship a little bit better, so why not? It's things like that. And those are the things. Like those are the things that honestly can kind of bite you in the ass. Is the decision of what to Zeta and what not to Zeta, and if you choose the wrong thing. I hate using the words wasted, because yes, you are getting a benefit, but it's kind of where you can waste Zetas, and Zetas are too precious to waste. So you want to be very cognizant of what you're doing with your Zetas. You just don't want to throw them out willy-nilly. Like, you don't want to say, let's find somebody. I don't think Ewok Scout has one, otherwise I would choose him. But like Princess Leia, when Zetas were first introduced, when the game was starting out, I think she has a Zeta here, maybe, or is it Heart of the Rebellion? I wouldn't Zeta Princess Leia. She isn't used in the later stages of the game, and by that I mean like once you have better rebels. It's she's a starter character. She's an entry-level character to the game. Her biggest thing is more or less she's there to help you unlock CLS. And that's just because of the way the game was designed. As they progressed through the game and they added these things and, they designed these characters. Like, some characters get reworked and brought up to keep them relevant, and some of them don't. And she's one of them that's still kind of the same way she is. She's got an Omnicron ability, which will be useful in the lower areas of GAC, but once you hit a certain point and you climb up high enough, you're not going to want to put her on defense, because she's just going to get slapped. She's just going to get beat down, because there's no team you're going to put her with that Omicron is going to make a difference against anybody that wants to... anything even moderately powerful and newer, that hits her is just going to walk right through her. But it can be good in the lower, but at the same time, you think Zetas are valuable, Omicrons are even more valuable. What ships do I recommend? Well, so you know the starting ships. They're the same ones I have. You kind of get these 3 to start out with. Chimera is a must-have, very accessible ship. You have to have Chimera. You need to get Chimera. Finalizer and Radis are GL unlocks for SLKR, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, and Galactic Legend Rey. You'll have to unlock these to get them, but until you're working on them, you don't really need to worry about it. So Chimera is a must-have. Like, if you need a ship to chase at the beginning, chase Chimera. And just trust me on that, chase Chimera. It's an amazing fleet. Chimera, right now, today, can counter every super ship. Every one of these ships that you're seeing right here can be countered by Chimera. All of them. Leviathan with its R9 requirements, Profundity with its R9 requirements. Oh, ad break. I'm going to slow down the talking until the ad break is over. I meant to skip this one, but I was so caught up in the chit-chatting that I failed to do so. And I apologize for that. A fed All right, well, the ads will be done in 60 seconds. So when you look at the requirements to unlock all of these ships, these are all very expensive, steep ships to unlock. Chimera is not, and Chimera can kill all of them if you have the right tools. You have no ad on your side. Okay, cool. Well, that's good to know, because I'm mostly kind of talking to you because you're the one in chat. Okay. So Chimera is a very, very basic ship to unlock. You know, you need a rebel fleet. You need home 1, more or less. You need home 1, and you need to get home 1 up to 7 stars and a bunch of rebel ships up to 7 stars. You can unlock Chimera. And Chimera kills all of these. Now it does it. It needs a certain composition, a certain fleet composition for that to happen. And those ships are a little more advanced to get, but they are obtainable free. Like, you don't have to spend money on them. You don't have to whale. You just have to farm them and their pilots. So those ships are not him. Scythe. You have Ghost at 7 stars. Okay, so just keep getting Rebel ships to 7 stars. If you can get Han's Millennium Falcon up and running, he's amazing with Home 1, and it's needed for a lot of other stuff. But Scythe, TIE Interceptor, Scythe is unfortunately a conquest thing, so let's scratch Scythe off the list. But you can farm up TIE Interceptor, I'm pretty sure. Can you farm TIE Interceptor? No, I think this is also... Okay, well, let's take that one off the list, too. Okay, so let's go bare bones Chimera, what it needs to counter all those other ships. So, like, Emperor's Shuttle would be a good choice. Vader's TIE Fighter. The normal TIE Fighter. And then TIE Defender. So if you have... Obviously, it's better and easier when you have those other ships I was talking about. But if you have those 4 ships, it is possible, in theory, to counter any ship in the game, including Leviathan, Executor, and Profundity. Your setups might change depending on what ship it is, and it gets easier with Interceptor and Scythe. It gets much easier, but it is possible. So Chimera, you get a good solid Chimera behind you, you will start just running through the ranks of Fleet Arena. If you're starting out, Chimera is where you want to go. So that means you need to get Phoenix up to unlock the pilot, Grand Admiral Thrawn, and then you just need Rebel ships to complete the event. You get that done. Once you have him unlocked, like all resources ship-wise should go to him until that ship is like going strong. Okay, we got about 20 minutes till they're gonna reset us. So yeah, if you're starting out, Chimera is your ship goal, and then from Chimera, I would look at Profundity. just because of how Profundity ties into multiple other Galactic Legends. Profundity is considered a GL. That ship, this ship, and this ship are considered the GL ships. This one ties into other like character GLs with unlock requirements. So that's why I would like stretch goals, do your journey guide, you go for Chimera, you go for all that stuff, and then you hop into just take me to the okay. We'll go home and do it this way. But then you hop into your Galactic Legends journey guides, or however you want to look at it. So you got Chimera unlocked, you got CLS, you got all that. Pick a ship, Profundity, focus on the requirements for that, and then Galactic Legend, pick Jabba. And then whenever you get done with those two, you go through and start looking at the other GLs and the other ships, and you're going to be kind of surprised at how many boxes are ticked off already, or how many things you're close to ticking, or how many of those boxes you're close to checking off, because you do a lot of the work for other things hitting those two things. So Profundity and Jabba, they're going to be your friends. They are going to be your friends. And we 7-starred him, but we still need these to 7-star it, so we got to keep farming that node, unfortunately. I don't think you're going to be disappointed, Ashley. I think it's, it's obviously it's not going to happen overnight, but you will get there. And when it gets there, I think you're going to be pleased with the results. But yeah, that's if you're putting a gun to my head or whatever, and you're saying, hey, if you have to tell me to do 3 things, what are you telling me to do? I'm telling you to do your basic journey guide up to Chimera. You can leave out BAM if you want, leave out Jedi Knight Cal. That can come later. That's fine. But do your basic journey guide up to Chimera. Then do Profundity, then go to Galactic Legends, and work on Jabba. If you do those 3 things, that little triangle, pyramid, whatever you want to call it, you do those 3 things, you will not be upset with the results when you can check all of those off your list. You will not be sad. And then you go through and you look from there. Speed mods are absolutely a must. Your most used mods, generally speaking, in the game, I don't know what the split is, but I'd be willing to bet it's probably something like 70-30. 70% of your mod setups on most characters, and it's also, they can fluctuate based on activity. Like if you're doing a raid, you might want to mod differently. But in general, most characters are going to go with speed health. So 4 speed mods, 2 health mods, and then a speed arrow, and then, whatever. Like some of these guys might have crit damage here, offense here, whatever. But speed and health is the most used combination in the game, hands down by far. I would love to see the numbers, like if someone ran the game-wide numbers to see what the split is over everything. If it's less than 70%, I would just be absolutely stunned. I would be blown away. But yeah, you're gonna need and you're gonna want and need speed mods. There's just no 2 ways about it. You are going to need all those things. Speed mods and health mods. And the game gives you a lot of health mods. It really does. They don't give you as many speed mods, but you'll get health mods just for sneezing. It's kind of 0. Really? This game. That's legit. Like if I could snap my fingers and change one thing in the game, it'd be guaranteed return on investment. So if you put energy into a node for character shards, like you're guaranteed to get something out of it. It would just be it would help planning so much if you're like, okay, I'm gonna need X amount of energy with X amount of attempts with X amount of refreshes, or however you want to do it. You can spread the formula out even more, but like knowing exactly what you're gonna need to do to unlock a character planning wise would just be amazing. But I don't think they really view it that way. Yeah, speed mods. Yeah, and then the other side of speed mods is speed on secondaries. Hang on, let me pick the fight I want to try to do. go ahead and try this guy. He kind of outguns me, but here we'll hop into Darth Vader real quick, and then we'll just back. So then you have the secondaries you need to worry about. So that's, under here, protection. This is your primary up here, and this is your secondary. So, you might, like right now, I would prefer to have a speed arrow on him instead of offense, but I'm taking what I can get. But you're also going to want to look for it to say speed down here. Like here, 5 speed. This is great. This is fantastic. 5 speed. For a starting spot, it's done 1 roll of each stat, and it rolled a 5 speed. That's fantastic. If it rolls, I'm hesitant to say if it only rolls a 4, it's not going to probably pan out. But I've had those mods work. If it's a 3, it might not be worth investing into. But like this one's 2 rolls, 10 speed. That's fantastic. We're going to keep going with this one. But yeah, you also want to take into account what's on in these secondaries. You don't just want any secondary. And a lot of the times, a lot of guides, if you go and you Google or go to YouTube or whatever and look up Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes modding guide, a lot of folks are going to tell you if it doesn't say speed anywhere in here, it's useless, and get rid of it. Some characters don't need speed. Most of them do. Most of them like speed. So there's definitely 2 sides to that coin. But if you want to talk in generalities, yes, if it doesn't have any speed here, it's not a great mod. But we're not worried about great mods right now. We're just worried about advancing this account. All right, so I think we have about 15 minutes till we're going to get reset. So I'm going to see if I can kill this guy's fleet. You know what I'm going to do, though? I am going to change things up a little bit. I'm going to bring him out second. He's going to be my first reinforcement. Yeah, let's try this. We'll shake it up a little bit. But yeah, it pisses me off, too. It's very annoying, especially like if you spend crystals to refresh that type of energy, and then you spend crystals to refresh the node, and then you don't get anything. So you've spent 100 crystals getting more energy and getting more tries on a node, and then the drop is approximately 0. Yeah, it's not great. It's kind of shit. Ow! That hit like an absolute son of a bitch. Home 1 is so much faster than Executrix. That's a huge reason why the discussion for getting Chimera is so important, because look how many turns they've gotten on their ship compared to mine. It's absolutely nuts, the difference. Just completely crazy. Okay. No, it's no big deal, man. My job's to talk. And I'm not doing a great job of talking, but see, that one little change in how I brought my fleet out just completely altered how this battle played. By having that TIE bomber come out second, I had Y-Wing kind of eat their opening shit, and then my even better tank came out to kind of hold the line for me. That worked out really well. Okay, so we got 2 choices here. We can wait. Just that level 1 capital ship. Okay, so, or we can spend the crystals. Because of the game resetting and because of what time it is here, I'm going to see if I can't just go ahead and snag this spot right now. and then head over to the main account. We'll do a preview of my Galactic Arena for tomorrow, and then we will, and then we'll just do some conquest to round out the night. Okay. That was expected. It'd be really nice to land a target lock so my bomber starts taunting again, but there it is. Yeah, get that sucker gone. All right. Oh, well, where are you looking at? Where are you looking at going in the U.S.? I want to come to Europe one day, but that's probably not going to be for a long time. But I want to come to Europe, given how much my ancestry is from the UK, England, Scotland, and Ireland, and other parts of Northern Europe. I definitely feel like I owe it to the people who crossed an ocean in wooden ships to go see where they came from originally. Yeah, see that TIE bomber? Yeah. New York? I've never even been to New York. I've seen it from the Jersey side of the Hudson. That's it. That's as close as I've gotten. But I'm actually when my mom's here in a couple of weeks, on Sam's birthday weekend. She wanted to go on when she comes out for the summertime for his birthday, she likes to go on a little trip. And we're not going to New York City, but we're going just like I don't know how many miles north of it, but we're going to go spend 2 days in Sleepy Hollow, New York. So like the legend of Sleepy Hollow, Washington Irving and all that. We're gonna go there because she wants to see it. And it's like a 4-hour drive from my house. It's not like, it's kind of crazy where I can get to from where I live in a hurry. Like I can get to a lot of places. It's kind of nuts, but not the biggest fan of giant cities. So like I do want to go to New York one day. I want to go see plays. I want to go see concerts. I want to go see Madison Square Garden. I want to see it all. But maybe I'm just kind of waiting for things to be less crazy in the States. I don't know. Because things are kind of crazy in the States. All right, I feel somewhat comfortable and confident in saying that we are, I think we have this one well in hand at this point. And there we go. All right. Sometimes you just got to pick your targets. Like that guy's TIE bomber. I don't know what level it is, but it's clearly up there. But yeah, look, I'm smack in the middle of freaking hyperdrive bundle hell here. hopefully this holds. Hopefully this holds. But let's we'll go ahead and say goodnight. Three and a half hours to South Wales from, I mean, somewhere in England, I'm guessing. Or Northern Wales, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, America's a big place. It's pretty spread out. I mean, it's not as spread out as you might think. Like, there's a lot of connecting east, west, north, south. There's a lot of really fast roads you can take, direct paths that cut the time down. But yeah, like I drove across Montana moving out east, and it was 10 hours on the first day and another 3.5 the next to get from Idaho to Wyoming. It's pretty crazy. It's a pretty, and that's not even crossing all of Montana. That's turning south at a certain point and heading for a corner. Like you're not, like if you went all the way over, you'd end up in North Dakota. It's a big country. It's a big country. And I mean, we know it's a big country because you can fit some small countries inside of this country. All right. Well, we will go ahead and head over to the main account. It's a pretty good day. Pretty good day on this one, and yeah, we are going to get hit with the update pretty fast here in about 5 minutes, but we should be able to see and do something in the meantime. Until then, we'll at least take a look at my GAC before that happens, and we should be up and running any second now. It's loading up on my side. But gosh, I really do. If they do one thing with this update, and I know they're doing more than that, they're adding Morgan Elsbeth, but like if they can get more PC client things up and going, it would just make my life so happy. Because it's just a sign-in process. You know, if you just sign in with whatever account. You know, you create an EA account that's linked to whatever, and you can run multiple accounts from the same EA app. You just have to sign in and out. Okay. So let's take a look at what my opponent for tomorrow put down. Okay, so up north, we have a Jabba, we have a Rey, not surprised, and we have a Lord Vader. This one's a little, this is a little odd. It's a little odd. This is very odd. This is very, very odd. This is not something. That's not something you see. Not very often. Okay. I see Reva. Okay, that's standard. That's to be expected. That's not Stap, so I'm not super concerned. Okay. So my opponent might have forgotten that in 3v3, the south is more important than the north for points. You get less for conquering fleets than you do for conquering here. I mean, why they want to keep me out of fleets, I don't know. Maybe they're concerned about, maybe they took all of it on offense and they're hoping to keep me free and clear of their fleets. I have no clue. But I mean, right now I'm feeling decent about my standing. And then, you know, you take a look at my front wall here. They can see it, so you can see it. I'm rolling Radis. I'm rolling Dark Trooper Moff Gideon with regular Gideon and the new Night Trooper with his Omicron and his Datacron. I've got my own Lord Vader running this new Cron. Damage over time gives protection up, and then when attacker allies critically hit, they're going to get stacking offense. 105.13% defense. That's all from... Sammy had a very good day. Sammy surprised me. Sammy ate a banana. Got my Gungans down here, but that's just mostly because why not, you know? And I got a Jabba of my own sitting down here on the south wall, so we gave him that to play with. And then up here, we got a Star Killer, we got our own Rey, we got our own Resistance, we got some Clone Troopers, and we got Qui-Gon. So we gave them some fun stuff to play with on the front walls, and there'll be fun stuff for them to play on the back walls. But that's where we're at for now. We'll see if they do anything overnight, or by the time, like I said, tomorrow probably about 1 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. I'll get back. I'll answer your question about Sammy here in a second. But yeah, Sammy kind of surprised us today. 1 in the afternoon my time, that's 6 UK time, and then later I assume all of Europe is not on the same time zone. In fact, I know it's not. And I know this because I watched The West Wing, and they talk about how when President Bartlett is going to go have a summit in Finland, he has to go through 11 time zones, and the fake Russian president only has to go through like 3 to get to Finland. So obviously there's a ton of time zones, but I don't know where those lines start and stop in Europe. But yeah, so early in the evening in UK, and then a little later in the day as we progress. But that's my plan, is to knock out GAC in about an hour, give or take, and then, well, we won't be able to see it for another minute till the update hits. But whenever the Morgan Elsbeth thing will be added in here in a second, and then we will do a Morgan Elsbeth unlock and just a little bit of playing around. I'm not going to do like an Arnold style testing. That's not my deal. We're basically going to get her 6-star to where we can earn the 7th star for free. Spain is an hour ahead of you. Well, I guess, yeah, curve of the Earth. You know, if you're looking at the maps. It looks like Spain, if you're looking at the map, it looks like Spain is down here, but by curve of the Earth, it's probably more like that, right? Oh, wait, you said an hour in front. So Spain, it would be 7 o'clock in Spain? Or, okay. See, the way we do it is, when I say something is ahead of me in the time zone, I'm talking from my east. So, like, Central Time, that's like Ohio, is behind me. That's how I grew up wording it. I don't know if that's right or wrong, or if it doesn't really matter, but yeah. Well, it's not forcing me into an update. I bet if we try a Conquest Battle or something where it's got to like push data, it'll change that. So we need to do 2 more evasion downs. We're done, except for cleaning up nodes. We're done here. So murder bears, go bye-bye. Hi, Pippi Bee. Kitties are getting dinner. Oh, so Samuel. Mr. Samuel today, my wife had meetings, so him and I were hanging out, watching TV, playing, having a good time. When autism hit Sammy all those years ago, it changed a lot of things, not just removing his ability to speak and, you know, and how he was processing certain things, but he became a very picky eater, just all sorts of stuff. Just very sleep is troubling, just everything under the sun. And today I was sitting on the couch with him. I was finishing up my lunch. I was having a banana, and little old Sammy came. As a joke, you know, he was sitting next to me, and I was like, buddy, do you want a banana? And I offered, you know, like half of my banana to him, and he took it and ate it. He hasn't eaten a banana in years, and he just ate a banana today. It's such a small thing, but when your child has a disability, the small things become big things. So we were very, very, very pleasantly surprised as parents that apparently bananas are back on the freaking menu, boys. So, yeah, we don't just have to feed him. He loves mac and cheese. Loves mac and cheese. He might love mac and cheese more than he loves me. But yeah, that kid loves him some mac and cheese, but it's like, hey, we can feed him more than mac and cheese. So, client, there it is. Client must be restarted. Beautiful. Let's see what gets pushed through here. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh. This is such a weird thing. I get conflicting viewer counts depending on how I'm monitoring the stream. Like if I'm in on the Twitch website, it's a different number. If I'm on my OBS, it's a different number. And I don't know which one to believe. They're both great. They both have good numbers. Happy to see any numbers. In fact, I didn't think anybody would want to listen to my fat old bald ass talk about Star Wars, but you know, here we are. And Star Wars and Star Wars games, but again, here we are. Here we are. I was kind of hoping our buddy Sopper would come in, because he comes in, he loves talking about Marvel Strike Force, which I also enjoy talking about Marvel Strike Force. And there's quite a bit to talk about with Marvel Strike Force K. Are you loading? What's happening here? Nothing's happening. So usually this will come with like a character will be at, like, we should probably see today that Master Qui-Gon will be farmable. With this update, we'll probably see. Oh, we're on an ad break. At least it says we're on an ad break on my end. Oh, did they break the game? They might have broke the game. I know, you're all saying the same thing as me. Not CG. That's not something CG would do. I don't know. But yeah, we should see, like, I would bet Night Troopers added to, like, shipments, probably. Yeah, unique sucks, Sopper. I was just talking about you. A second ago. All right. Nabuya, blah, blah, blah. Morgan, Upsum, thrilled to celebrate the Disney Plus Ahsoka with plenty of exciting releases over the coming months, including Imperial Remnants, Night Scissors, and a new mercenary tag. Ooh, and Ahsoka's own new squad. Each marquee release will be required for either the epic confrontation for Balin's Hole or the pinnacle piece of this content, Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano. These requirements will be announced both through the newsletter as well as in the journey guide, starting with the Night Trooper as a requirement for Ahsoka. For clarity, the existing original Ahsoka Tano has been named Ahsoka Tano Snips, blah, blah, blah. Okay, give me Morgan. So, lots of word salad for Morgan. So, yes, 20 hours, 38 minutes. So, that should be at 2 p.m. my time. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, first order bonuses for Resistance. I would suspect we're going to have a fleet battle here for the pinnacle of it. All right. Yeah, so Master Qui-Gon is now farmable. Little surprised that Night Trooper isn't in shipments, but oh, nice. I did the pocket dimension yesterday. I somehow had like 7,000 healing packs for that thing. So I was like, oh, this will be cake. I have like 1,100 left. My Illuminati, because it required Cabal Illuminati. My Illuminati got shredded. But I did get, in an Illuminati orb, I did get 50 Hank Pym shards today when I was doing my dailies this morning. So that was a nice little surprise. Okay, so we need to win 4 more battles with Stap. Yeah, dude, all of it. Even imagine. So they said they've made all that stuff easier. Imagine how it was 6 months ago. Like, it's just that event, those events, the Apocalypse thing is. I mean, it's a pretty blatant cash grab. I mean, I don't know any other. I don't feel like being gentle about it. Like, most of how Marvel Strike Force operates is a you're either a Kraken or you're not doing nothing. If you're not spending the money, you're not going to get anything. Yeah, although I did, so getting the freaking pocket dimension thing done And I guess I can do it again today. I don't know. I'm going to have to look. When I'm eating dinner, I'll sit down and check it out. But I think I can Gear 19 my Iron Patriot, which is not who I want to Gear 19 first. I want to Gear 19 like Old Man Logan or somebody like that first. But he had his center box was filled. And I think he was Gear 18. So I don't even know. But I think I have access to the timed portion of the event now, which, you know, just like with Dark Dimension, should give me some decent rewards, I suppose, assuming I can complete it. Yes, I am on tomorrow, Ashley. Probably around... I'm going to be getting on about 1 p.m. my time, which is 6 in the UK. And 7, 8, 9 if you're in France, Germany, Denmark, Norway, whatever. And 10 a.m. if you're out on the west coast of the U.S. But we will be doing my Grand Arena first, and then we will be going to the Morgan Elsbeth. Well, if there's two people that can carry something, it's going to be Gambit and Cyclops, especially in Marvel Strike Force. As long as you can keep them off of Gambit long enough to get it done. Hey. Oh, don't be a dick. Oh, fuck Icarus. All right, well, Samuel, don't stand on that, please. Thank you, buddy. You're good. Are you coming to yell at me? Are you yelling at me? Sam just ran across the room. Oh, good. Good. Fuck Icarus. Client must be restarted again. Okay. Oh, so he didn't kill anybody to get the second blast off? Yeah. What's because Forge is the man? I was hoping he would have a bigger role in the X-Men 97 cartoon, but he had a decent role, and I was very happy when they added him to Marvel Strike Force. And I would also be a streamer of Marvel Strike Force if BlueStacks ran it better or if they released a PC client. If one of those two things happens, Marvel Strike Force will be in my daily rotation of things to play. But my BlueStacks just does not handle it well. Excellent. Red Hulk carried my ass in Cosmic Crucible yesterday. He absolutely held it down for me on a battle I was struggling with. And then he got his rock crashing ultimate off, and we were off and running at that point. Honey, your son was standing on something he shouldn't have been, and I told him to stop, and he came over and yelled at me while I was on camera. I don't know if they heard it or not, but he yelled at me. I'm telling on him. I probably deserved it though, and frankly, even if I didn't, Sam coming over to yell at me is one of my favorite things on planet Earth. Okay, are we done with client resets, guys? Can I please play the game? Because imagine if you're one of these people that jumps right into Grand Arena and you get hit by not only one restart but a second. Like, guys. Like, if you're going to restart the game a second time after one restart already, maybe put up a thing being like, hey, we need to restart the game again. Sorry about that. Like, just bear with us for a second. We're going to restart it at this time. Just give people a heads up. People don't like losing teams. People don't like losing anything. Like, but especially teams, and especially in Grand Arena, where one loss can F the whole thing up for you. Oh boy. I have mixed feelings about the Ronin character, about his performance, not about him as a character. I think the character is very, very cool, but yeah, just he seems a little too slow to me when he's outside of war. I would just like him to feel a little more useful. Sweet. Get it done, Sopper. Get it done, buddy. All right. Well, all he needs to do is take one more turn and you'll dust him. I mean, I'm considering you lucky, Sopper, because I'm just trying to hop in to see if I actually can replay that pocket dimension thing tonight, and it's not even. I keep getting errors, so there must be something up with the iPad client for Marvel Strike Force. So, all right, so we need 3 more of those. I'll maybe do 1 or 2 more depending on how the next one goes, and then we got to farm these feats, folks. I mean, the days are getting short for me to hit red crate, and I'm very close. So I got to get these Inquisitorius. Why? No. Separatist. Thank you. So yeah, unfortunately, I got to do the fun part of feat cleanup. Well, that's not a. I mean, as far as I just saw a Spider Society bundle. It was like $25, and it got you a decent number of shards and other things. Definitely have seen worse bundles in the game, that's for sure. Nice, congratulations, Sopper. Sopper just did a very big thing. In context, it would be like for Galaxy Heroes comparison, it's like getting the ultimate unlocked, kind of, sort of, for a Galactic Legend. Like, it's kind of on. That's like the closest equivalent I can think of. Going from Marvel Strike Force to Galaxy Heroes, is he got awakened, or maybe a superpowered Zeta or an Omicron, maybe, might be a more accurate comparison, but he just got the materials he needed to, like, supercharge a bunch of her abilities which make her being Rogue an even better character, since she's one of the horsemen. In servers are currently under maintenance. Please try again later. Okay, so they might have broken the game. Okay, well, it's saying I can do time, dark dimension, or temporal dimension too in like 4 hours. Yeah, congratulations, Stopper. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And he hasn't attacked. I don't expect that person to attack till tomorrow. It's very, very rare you get an opponent that just jumps all over you right away. Hopefully that battle we just did counted. And it did not. Son of... she's still 3 stars with no reds. Well, you'll fix that at some point, won't you? Okay. What is this? Okay. What's this? So... Cosmic Crucible, I went up against a guy that had a 1218 rating in a, like, I'm at 1082. That's like going up against, like you're a 10 million GP account in Galaxy of Heroes and you're going up against a 12 million. Insane. Well, I guess I didn't lose any stamina, but I definitely lost all the other stuff. Sons of bitches. If we have one more issue, guys, I'm just gonna have to say, like, sorry, but we'll just have to call it a day because I'm not keen on wasting energy. I'm not keen on wasting attempts. I'm not keen on wasting time. I know wherever he is right now, whatever he's doing, if our buddy Arnold was currently streaming, he would have his Fix Your Game CG song playing. And they deserve it. I kind of want to do my own version of that. I just need to shoot the video for it and then mix it down. I can do that, I guess. Kind of had a little fun thing I wanted to do. I just need to do it. And it turns out, you know, if this game keeps being fucking busted ass and ratchet, then I will be able to do it. I'm not sure. The first suggestion I would make is go and check the raid store to see if her awakened materials are up top, like with Novas and Black Cats and all that. But I mean, I don't know. When I did it, it seems to me like it could be a little busted. Because heaven knows, Scopely seems to be as good about their game as CG is with this one from time to time. She doesn't have I thought she used to have... I thought she used to. Yeah, I mean, I've got all of her abilities maxed, but yeah, I thought she used to have awakened on more than that, but I would not call myself an expert at Marvel Strike Force. I do okay. The best Mystic team. I mean, they're definitely. Okay, did they get their game sorted out? Like the way the Mystic teams have kind of sort of shaken out is like Bifrost took the Darkhold team's place a little bit. Wait, no, okay, we're up and moving again. But then you have characters like Dormammu and Ghost Rider Robbie, who are without a doubt better characters than all of those other, and Quicksilver, without a doubt better than all those other ones. So, you know, like where do they? You could definitely justify building an awesome team out of all those guys. Like do partial Bifrost and then throw in that mixed match of the other Mystic stuff. But yeah, I don't know which one's the best. I'm not up on that currently. Yeah, I'm a little gun shy about doing more, but it seems like we got through a battle or two and we got it taken care of, so maybe we're okay. Maybe we're okay. Now, what are the new teams required for Red Hulk? Because I know everything changed, right? They altered everything. What's the new jam for Red Hulk? Okay, so we need one more to get that done. I'm going to. I can't. You don't get to carry these over. You don't get to save them. So there's no point in saving these. And if it can get me done with this feat for good, I might as well go ahead and use it. Use some of these. Like I'll do an over prepared, since these don't roll over. I can't take it with me, so I might as well take advantage of having it, just to try to get this done real quick. 4-node unlock. First 2 nodes are Bio, Hive Mind, then Avengers. New Avengers. Yeah, I mean they're technically the newest team with the Avenger tag, so they probably built a little more sturdy than most other teams. All right, let's just go ahead and put you in a burrito, my friend. They are very, very slow. They're only fast in war. That's the problem. You could always try. You could always try a mismatch with like Cap as tank, Infinity War, Thor, and then like Hulk and those guys, I guess. I mean, I think the only good character on New Avengers is Tigra, and I don't think she's that good. I just don't. I mean, you could throw Nick Fury on that team if you have him to like bring in all those summons of his. I mean, it's definitely an option, but yeah, like the New Avengers was like, what's that other team? There's another team that they released that was supposed to like everybody. I mean, other than Nowhere, I guess, but I don't want to talk about Nowhere because they've got Nova with his Awakened materials and all that other shit, and like that team just is not that great because again, they're too slow. Everybody else just fucking clobbers them into the ground while you're waiting for them to be able to do anything. What's that other team? Hang on. We filtered all. What are they called? Sorry, bear with me just 1 second, folks. Is it this team? Yeah, the New Warriors. The New Warriors had like Gwenpool and Cloak and Dagger and Firestar and Deathpool. Well, that team was so shitty, they've already taken Deathpool away and put her on Mercs for money. And then they're doing nothing with the other 4 characters. Like, New Avengers aren't that bad, but they're close. They're very close. Okay, so we need a grand total of 39 more things to put a bow on this thing. What do we have here? Shield up 50 times. Okay, so that one we could probably do, but I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze. Like for the amount of battles we would need to do with Gungans, where we can get 30. We can get 30 right here. Gain accuracy up 50 times. Han, and we were just that statement is so universal for so many different games. I geared you. Do something. I spent money on you. I spent time. So much effort. Okay. God, the kills with any hand is gonna take a minute, but accuracy up, I should be able to hammer this one out. Well, now he knows how it feels, because Magneto, his big thing, like the more of his Death Seed team is with him in Marvel Strike Force, the more turn meter he gets, and then his ultimate move is to drop. He drops a bunch of rubble on you, but it pulls your whole team or the whole enemy team that it's being used on together, and then it blinds them. So him getting blinded is just like sweet payback, sweet reversal. However you want to look at it, it's sweet justice. Okay, so I mean, this honestly. Doesn't. You know what? Let's see if we can clobber a couple of birds with one stone here. Let's see if we can get Han to do some work with these guys. Nothing because they just built them that way, bro. I mean, it's the only explanation is they just built them shitty. See, look at Han. Look at Han doing some work. See if we can't milk. There we go. Han, I need you to take a turn, buddy. Okay. It's kind of what I wanted and expected. Here's a little hack in this This is a little trick I picked up a long time ago in Conquest. So the timer can be your enemy, but it can also be your friend. And the way you can make it your friend is when you are trying to farm a node and you're trying to get specific things done. If the timer runs out, your progress counts. If you win the battle, your progress counts. If you lose the battle, your progress counts. If you go to here and hit retreat, your progress does not count. So if you use the timer to your advantage, we don't need to win this node. Yeah, and okay, Adam Warlock's a tank, technically, or like a tank support, whatever you want to call him. He's not a damage dealer. So yeah, make that make sense. Okay, I need you to revive people. Well, all right, we're gonna win. It's fine. Han got a couple of kills. We got a bunch of accuracies up. So yeah, you can preserve your team's stamina, and like if you use consumables or whatever by just letting the timer expire. Your progress will count. Your team won't get worn out, and you'll still advance the feats. It's a very, very, very excellent thing. The only way the only way you lose your consumables is if you win the node. So if you just let the timer expire and you want to keep farming the same node but still have all the same advantages, just let the clock run out. Don't wipe out the other team, or let them kill you. That's the other choice. Just don't ever hit that retreat button. You'll lose your progress. You'll keep everything else, but you'll lose your progress. So it's a kind of a fun way to, honey, what are we looking at for my time? How much time do I have? Okay. Unable to connect to the EA servers. Make sure. Okay, and then what? And then it takes me. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, at least they're still in the office because they're out on the West Coast in California. But, like, the second time they failed to fix that Invincible General Grievous event, like, people were yelling at them at very early times of the morning. And, like, Meathead was like, guys, everybody's at home. I'm going to bed. Like, just deal with it being broken. I'm like, all right. There's an answer. It's broken. We can't fix it right now. It's I think he said it was 1 in the morning there or whatever. And he's like, no one's here, so there's nothing we can do about it. I'm like, no, that's the spirit. I mean, I get it. There's a part of me that kind of appreciates the whole fuck you attitude, but simultaneously, when the game is broken and you're trying to get stuff done, the fuck you attitude does not help you, me, or anybody else. But they got to go to sleep. Yeah. I mean, I have no idea how many people work in that studio, but I can't imagine it's a lot. It's just Meathead and a laptop. And an intern from Skywalker Ranch, probably, just to, like, make Starbucks runs. All right, well, we have enough for his feat, but it would be really awesome if he was not stunned. 53 minutes ago is a very, very approximate number, but congratulations on your unlocks in Marvel Strike Force, and we'll see you tomorrow, buddy. We're gonna have a fun stream tomorrow. I hope, at least. Hopefully, Morgan's a fun character to unlock and use. Hopefully, GAC goes well. Those are my plans. But yeah, we'll have a nice stream tomorrow. I don't. I hate being the guy to tell you, but they kind of don't stop being hot garbage. As much as you would like them to not be dog shit, unfortunately, they're just very underwhelming. What would be cool is if Scopely would buff them. Especially because people spent money to unlock them. People spent a shit ton of money to unlock them. See, normally I would, I could, I guess, put this like auto basic. Except I failed to do so there because I forgot to hold the button down. Yeah, I could. Okay, whatever. I'm not doing that, but yeah. I need Han to take a couple more turns. I think at Gear 19, you would probably be okay. But, I mean, why would you want to Gear 19 them? Like, I think I have most of them at 16 or 17. See, look, now they're starting to kick my ass. Let's see if I can... Nope. I would have to think at Gear 19 they could handle almost anything in the game. Let me look. I'm very curious what mine are. Filter by New Avengers. But here's the other thing. I don't use them for anything. My Mockingbird's 18, my Tiger is 17, my Ronin is 17, my Colson's 16, my Thing's 16. I don't use them for anything. You honestly would probably get better results from that team, and I'm not even kidding you. Cap, they just keeping Cap as a great character. Infinity Thor, once he gets a turn, is awesome. He can hit really freaking hard. Hulk is a great tank. I would maybe think about going that route if I were you. That's just me. That's just me and my personal opinion, but I think it would be less frustrating for you. Okay, so I need Han to take turns. Do I want to go this route where I could put him under Leia? I mean, they're a decent team to put down on war defense. At the very least, if you've put a decent amount of work onto them and they're not providing you any other return, on war defense, they will at least make somebody's day difficult at some point. That is the most inspiring thing I can say to you about that. Like, that's, if you want a Band-Aid, that's the best Band-Aid I got. I'm out of Hello Kitty. I'm out of Transformers. It's just a plain old brown Band-Aid. But they are decent on war defense. They are a very annoying team because they're all of a sudden awesome. And by awesome, I mean they're fast on war defense. They come out swinging. They hit hard. They take a bunch of turns. They summon a bunch of ads. Like, you have to survive. If you could survive their shit, you'll kill them more than likely. But you have to survive their shit. And that's where they shine, is in war and on defense. But, I mean, that's the best I got to offer you for what they bring to the table. It's not much, but it's something. It's better than a lot of other teams. which again is not much, but it is something. Okay. All right, Han. There you go, buddy. There you go. I don't know if he got that kill or not. All right, Stopper. Have a good night, buddy. See, guys, it's the same almost everywhere. No matter which one of these amazing mobile games you play, there's all kinds of stuff. Any way you look at it, there's all kinds of stuff. Okay. So I know we made some progress. I don't think we made a ton of progress, but you know, unfortunately with this Han one, it's just something we kind of have to grind out, and it'll get us a lot of the way to where we need to go. We need 29, so we complete these two, and then we go and complete any number of others. Like, we're almost done, and this is probably the most grindy one that we have left, I think. I don't know what the other sectors look like. Yeah, 5 there, and then 10 here, and then a couple battles to clean up. Like, not really. It's not really much of nothing, unless it's. I promise you, this is less grindy than trying to get 50 shield ups with Gungans. And it seems like the game is settled down. It doesn't seem like it's completely dog shit unstable. Okay. You can call Han to assist, but everybody else will help too, but hopefully Han got the credit for that. He definitely got the credit for that, so we'll take it. Really, Sam? Did you have to drop a metal cup onto the tile floor from 5 feet? Oh, you did? Alright, good job, buddy. Yeah. I don't want to wait 3.5 minutes for the timer to run out, and yeah, we're just gonna knock him out. But we're getting all important relic materials. How many do we get? Yeah, 2 more. This one's just gonna be slow. And, you know, a lot of these are. I mean, it could be worse. It could be 50 instead of 35. I mean, it also says any hand, so maybe I should grab the others. Triple my chances, but the others kind of suck. But what are they? Smugglers? Scoundrels? Where are you boys at? Oh, and yeah, and then there's old Stormtrooper Han too, but he's not gonna be any good. He at least can call him to assist. What do these moves do again? I haven't used this guy since the Leia unlock. You go after the dangerous one. I see how you are. I see how you are, Talsy. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. Hopefully we made a little bit more progress. We got 4 that time, so maybe tripling up the Hans wasn't the worst idea. We'll just go ahead and buy more energy. What do these guys drop? Oh, I definitely need that. I wonder if it makes more sense to do that node or this node. I mean, probably makes more sense to do this one just for the stuff that it has. I mean, and in theory, my team should be a little more solid here than against the Night Sisters. Just the dots and stuff like that. They don't have to worry about that. They just kind of have to worry about Dooku being an ass. I mean, I guess we have to worry about Newt too, but... Hey, look at that. Look at that old guy. Oh well. Hopefully that got us enough progress that we can be done with all that excitement here in just one more we should be okay, and then we're gonna probably break the game by busting out Admiral Trench, but we're gonna bust out Admiral Trench. Hopefully everything stays Sable when his awesomeness is unleashed onto these holotables, but I can't guarantee anything that's out of my hands. All right, come on, boys. No, don't shoot him. Shooting him's a bad thing. All right, we're almost there. We're gonna do this. Will that dispel it? No. Okay. Well, that's fine. I don't mind him hitting him because that's just fine. We need other people to get the kills, so a damage immune droid Does not upset me at all. So we want this to be the last one. We want this to be the last one. Zealous ambition must affect him because he's definitely kind of hitting pretty hard. Okay. There we go. And then I think that's going to do it. There it is. If the first kill didn't do it, that one probably did. So there we go. Hopefully we are done. And yep, it's time to put Trench into action. And there we go. We just got ourselves another Omicron material, which brings us to a grand total of 11. And clear squad. I'm really, really hoping that I can just put these guys on auto and they'll handle it, but I mean, also look who I'm talking about. Oh boy, here we go. Well, for starters, Watt put the wrong thing on the wrong guy. That's supposed to go on Django. I mean, it appears like it's working out, but I mean, like they told us, like, oh, hey, the strategy is like it's in his kit. Put that on him. You know, it's in the kit. Like, why wouldn't they program their characters to follow the kit recommendations? I'm very confused by that. Very, very, very confusing turn of events here. But they got it done. They got it done on auto. I think we need 5 more of those or whatever. But it is, it's almost to where I need to start worrying about dinner. So I've got 4 more. We'll just do like, I bet they win this one, and then when they're down to 80% stam, they'll lose that one, and that'll be a perfect time to wrap it up whenever they drop their first one, which might be here. And you know what? I'm going to handle that personally, and then we're just going to do that. And we'll let the chips fall where they may. Because, yeah, now they're faster than us. Now they're just taking turns and turns and turns and turns. Oh, I guess we have to focus on B1. Oh, we can focus on Dookie now. I'll kind of guide traffic a little bit, but I'm not touching buttons. So apparently, I'm seeing in my guild chat, Master Qui-Gon is farmable, but it is on a Cantina node, and people are upset. Because, I mean, it is technically faster, but it's going to, if you need to farm those characters, it's going to take your energy away from signal data. Which we can all agree is very important. We need it. It's very valuable. But, you know, with the Cantina farm, you can farm those nodes as much as you want. There's no cooldown. There's no refresh. You can do 1,000 attempts a day on those if you want. So for the sake of people getting them 7-starred, Cantina nodes, definitely a good thing. But for the sake of having to not farm signal data or slow the character farms down so you can still farm signal data, I get it. It's not ideal. But I cannot say that I hate the accessibility of Cantina nodes. And I know it's a definitely mixed opinions about it on many fronts. But you know, if you missed them during their initial unlock and you don't want to spend 4,000 crystals or whatever to get 50 shards a week, from the weekly shipments, I mean, it's a very viable thing. I mean, you can farm them completely free and a little bit faster on a Cantina node. That's just, I mean, that's just the bottom line. That's just the way it is. But yeah, but the, you know, the other side of that coin is, oh, I can't farm signal data now, and that sucks, and that does suck. Or you have to pick and choose, which is what I think most people do. Most people try to balance between doing the signal data and doing the characters, but it gets you you're gonna get a lower return on both. So, wow, they pulled off one more win. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought they had it in them? Okay, so that means we need 3 more, which we definitely won't win today, and we won't spend the crystals on the refresh. So 3 more will take us to 621, and then I think we have we have resistance to do here. So, oh, Ewoks. So we got to kill some shit with Ewoks. Here, we'll do that. We'll end the stream with 2 Ewok battles against the Bad Batch, and then we should tomorrow, once we're done with Morgan and all the other stuff that goes along with her, and with GAC, we should be able to come in here and land the red crate. God, I wish I could ignore taunt, but I can't. And this never. Oh, I guess it's stunned, but now that's gonna hurt. And then if he, oh, he didn't throw his bomb. Okay, so we kind of got lucky there with that. With how that worked out. Is that Echo over there? Yeah, that's Echo. This battle is usually doable. I mean, you can see I've got a couple of, or I've got at least a G12 Ewok on my team, and nothing, like, I don't have a full relic squad of Ewoks. And until they start making other Ewoks other than Wicket and Nisa and whatever requirements for GLs, I will never have another relic Ewok. But they can usually get this node handled fairly easily, but sometimes the RNG, you know, like, okay, so he did that instead of starting off with his little drum of death move. But like, you know, if this doesn't land a stun, if this stuns us all, yeah, this is probably a loss. It's going to depend on how quick she gets back into action, or if Elder can get something going. Yeah, if he rolls his grenade after he does his thing, it's usually going to be something I can't pull out of. But okay, but right now we might be okay. Oh my, come on. Freaking game. He's one shot and he dodges. Because he ninja like that. He's a ninja. Okay. That poor Ewok has died so many times. Well, I thought I had it, and then they just went and took it away. That's how it goes sometimes, folks. Okay. So, fun stream. Sorry it wasn't more exciting than what it was, but, you know, this is just not much going on today. Territory War ended. You know, Grand Arena is kicking off, but I'm not doing my fights till tomorrow. We'll do one more quick preview before we go. So you'll see what we're looking at. 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I will put it on my Twitch schedule. I need to be better about that, but this is what we're looking at for Front Walls. threw 3 of his 8 GLs up here. You know, some interesting teams, some interesting combinations. We'll see how it all shakes out. We will see how it shakes out, but I think it's gonna be a good JC, which I need because I've had a rough couple of JCs the last times, but we'll see what it looks like tomorrow afternoon, 1:00 Eastern time. I'll put it on the schedule so everybody can see it. Hopefully people plan to be here, but we'll go GAC, Morgan Elsbeth, and then depending on how long we spend with Morgan, I'll either go to Conquest to hit Red Crate or we'll just shut it down. We'll just end it there. But those are the plans for now, and then we've got another territory war obviously firing up. We've got and then next week we'll be back into territory battles and even more GAC. So we've got some fun stuff coming. We'll see if CG throws any surprises our way between now and then. But yeah, tomorrow 1:00 Eastern, I'll put up a schedule, so hopefully everybody sees the schedule and knows to be here. I will try to delay starting stuff. Like, I like to give people a few minutes to get into the stream before I start fighting, but at one point I will just have to go for it. So anyways, thank you for being here today, guys. Always appreciate it. Always appreciate the good conversations and the good company. It's the best part about streaming for you guys is just getting to actually talk to you guys while doing something hopefully we all enjoy, which is playing some games. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good night. I hope you had fun. We'll have tons of fun coming tomorrow. So until then, guys, take it easy. Good luck with your GACs. If you have any questions, need any help, any advice, I'm here. Send me a message. I will get back to you very, very soon. That I can promise you. So, okay, guys, everybody have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.